Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this video, we're going to talk about the new announcement that Binance made, basically stating that Binance will support the Bounce or bot token migration and redenomination plan. Binance will support the Bounce token migration and redenomination plan, during which bot tokens will be exchanged for new auction tokens. Binance will handle all technical requirements involved for all users holding bot in their Binance accounts, right? So when I read through this article, I was, it struck me that I was previously aware of this token called bot token, but I've never actually invested in it or researched into it to see what it does and how it functions. But since I saw this article today morning, I was interested in doing some research and I found some really interesting stuff about this token that I wanted to share with you guys. So before we move on, I'll just complete this article. Please note, Binance currently does not accept auction token deposits. Please do not deposit auction to Binance. Auction tokens will not be credited to your account. All bot tokens held in users' accounts will be swapped into auction tokens at a swap ratio of 1:100. For example, a user with one bot token in his or her account will have it swapped with 100 auction tokens. More details, including snapshot timing and opening of deposits and withdrawals for auction tokens, will be released in a subsequent announcement. So if you guys don't know what bot is, I'll cover it pretty shortly. But if you do know what bot is, and if you hold some bot tokens yourself, and if you hold it on Binance, Binance has announced that the bot token will be exchanged and redenominated to a new token called auction, right? But as of now, auction tokens cannot be deposited into Binance. So please do not deposit your auction tokens because that will not be credited. And all bot token holders, who have bot tokens, their bot tokens would be swapped into auction tokens at the ratio of 1 bot to 100 auction tokens, right? So that's because of the fact that Bounce token has a very small supply, and its price is extremely high, similar to Polkadot, which initially had a very limited supply, and after the redenomination it was much more affordable for people to buy. Auction is all, like bot tokens are also undergoing this redenomination and token swapping for auction tokens, right? For example, a user with one bot tokens will have it swapped with 100 auction tokens, which is pretty straightforward. More details, including snapshot timing and opening of deposits and withdrawals for auction tokens, will be released in a subsequent announcement, right? So that is pretty interesting, right? So again, if you want to read more about this, you can go to the Binance page and go through the announcement section to learn about this one. So when it comes to Bounce token, right? Bounce token is an ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain. If you guys want to do your own research and understand how this token functions, I suggest you to go to Bounce.Finance website, which is their official website. It's a pretty cool website, and I believe that this token is offering a very unique selling point, which we'll cover shortly. So decentralized auction protocol, right? So Bounce token, Bounce protocol is basically a protocol that is meant for decentralized auctions to take place. Bounce provides a competitive swap environment to unlock the potential of open finance, right? And the benefit of this one is you can not only participate in the Ethereum chain, you can also participate in Bounce.Finance's ecosystem via the Binance Smart Chain, right? Which is a pretty cool feature, especially considering the fact that Ethereum gas fees are still pretty high, and many people are using Binance Smart Chain as a cheaper alternative, and Binance Smart Chain is potentially going to be the Ethereum of this year, right? So use cases, competitive swaps. So when it comes to competitive swaps, OTC trade, trade publicly or privately between parties with fixed swap, right? So you can do OTC trading on this platform. Again, usually OTC trading in a traditional sense is reserved only for large volumes of transfers and trades, but Bounce.Finance obviously allows us to do OTC trading publicly and privately between parties with a fixed swap initial token offering, which is, I believe that this is a very key selling feature for Bounce.Finance. Launch or invest in initial token sales with sealed bid or Dutch auction. So you are able to participate in initial token offerings in a fully decentralized manner, either on the Ethereum network or on the Binance Smart Chain network. And it is a pretty cool feature that not a lot of DeFi projects, or in fact, I don't think any other DeFi projects offer this selling feature, right? NFT auction, buy or sell rare blockchain based assets with English auction. So again, this is another interesting feature that Bounce.Finance offers. If you think about NFTs, which are called non-fungible tokens, which is specific Ethereum-based tokens that track a particular art or music or a particular video, or it could even be specific documents that are in the Ethereum blockchain, which is non-fungible. So you can't obviously reproduce them at will, and it's reserved for the person who's holding that particular token, right? And NFTs are pretty popular these days, especially in the Ethereum network. And if you want to participate in NFT auction in a decentralized manner, Bounce.Finance has that feature for you, right? So currently the volume is 660,000, and BNB in volume is 900,000 in volume. So you can clearly see that BNB has a higher volume compared to Ethereum when it comes to this token. And if you see, you can clearly see that 7,321 pool tokens are created, and you can see that the addresses that participate in the governance protocol are also available here. 7,082 bot tokens are staked, and 259 ETH in NFT sales. So that's pretty cool. It's backed by some of the biggest venture capitals. Again, blockchain capital, which I am familiar with. I'm not familiar with the Parafi capital, but blockchain capital is one of those not well known to many people. But if you are in the blockchain space for many years, like me, you have probably come across this venture capital, right? And it's backed. This project is backed by two big venture capitals. So that's a pretty cool website, and if you want to learn more about this, you can go to their Medium page, where they provide a lot of information about this token and this protocol itself, right? So when we go to the coin market cap page for Bounce token, it's currently the 368th token based on market cap on coin market cap, and it is currently trading at $1,921.98 at the time of making this video per token, and it has recently increased in price at about 1.82% in the past 24 hours. So you can clearly see that the price point is quite expensive for a token that is relatively less well known, and it's pretty its market cap is pretty low compared to many other DeFi projects. And if you see, the market cap of this token is $43 million, which is relatively low for a token which offers NFT auctions as well as initial token offerings or ITOs on a decentralized network, right? That's pretty impressive for it's pretty impressive that this token has not really been recognized by the wider Ethereum community. You can occasionally see on crypto Twitter that bot token gets a little bit of tweets here and there, but there's not a lot of talking, or there's not a lot of hype over this token compared to many other crypto Ethereum based tokens. So that is pretty surprising, right? And if you look at the maximum supply, there's only 100,000 of bot tokens. Obviously, after the redenomination, which is also offered on Binance, you can obviously see that the supply would be expanded linearly. and one bot token, for every bot token you will be receiving 100 auction tokens, right? Again, I know it's a community based decision, but I personally would prefer to have the token at a current market max supply of 100,000 tokens, because it's a kind of a cool phenomenon. But not a lot of tokens have such limited max supply. But I also want everyone to participate in this and hold this token for long term, and therefore that can only happen if the token has some form of a linear expansion, like how it is going to happen with the auction token redenomination, and that will potentially help more people to come into the crypto space, especially in decentralized NFT auctions and initial token offerings in a decentralized manner. So I am kind of like having mixed feelings with regards to the redenomination, but I do definitely believe that this token has a high potential, and this redenomination will make it much more appealing for several retail investors who want to invest a token which is not only relatively low market cap and strong fundamentals like this token, but also easy price points that will happen after the redenomination, right? And I also feel like bot sounds pretty cool compared to auction, but that's just me. If you look at the charts, right? Again, this token has had during its initial time had some pretty volatile moments, but after September 2020, you can clearly see that the token was pretty much flat, and since January, like late of January this year, you can clearly see that the price has been going parabolic, and it seems like there's nothing really stopping it, right? Again, tokens like these are known as DeFi gems, and I will personally classify this token as a DeFi gem because of its the innate value it has and what it offers in with regards to auction and NFTs and NFT auctions, right? Not a lot of project does that, and I believe that this is just the beginning of the new era of offering initial token offerings on decentralized platforms. You are very well aware that any new token that is released or announced that it will be released on Binance or Coinbase has a huge pump and dump feature, right? um, and they usually change their rules every single time, and sometimes when the demand is high, the exchanges kind of shut down, right, temporarily. That kind of frustrates people, especially when there is an initial token offering or initial coin offering in these kind of exchanges. But when it comes to decentralized token offerings or NFT auctions, you don't have those kind of caveats, right? You are pretty much secure. You don't have to give your KYC or any of your personal information to the blockchain. All you have to do is participate in the ecosystem in a fair and equal way, where everyone has an option of bidding for a particular NFT or bidding for a particular token, and that democratizes the financing ecosystem. And I believe that Bounce token, or in the future auction token, would allow for people to list their new token and innovative tokens in a decentralized manner, and that is slowly being realized by people, as you can see from the parabolic run that this token has had since the beginning of this year, right? Again, this token definitely has an interesting future ahead of it. When it comes to Bitcoin comparative, you can clearly see that during the late September, or mid to late September last year, the Bitcoin price, the Bitcoin comparative for this token was literally skyrocketing, although the dollar value wasn't really that exciting, and it had a steep decline. And I believe that after a relatively flat or a sideways movement, the Bitcoin comparative for bot token is slowly starting to pick pace. If you see, it's currently at a relative lows. It has pretty much found this regionalized bottom, which won't really last forever, right? So if you plan to buy some bot tokens, again, this would be the perfect time to entry, because you can clearly see that there is a V-shaped formation here, not only for the dollar comparative, but also for the Bitcoin comparative. And if you see again for the Bitcoin comparative, it is at its relative lows. If you have some spare Satoshis, again, this would be the potentially right time to invest in this token. Again, this video is not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put any of your money in this token. But if I were you and if I were to be interested in this token, I would potentially buy it at these prices, right? Because this token does have a potential to cross depending on, again, how soon the redenomination happens. If it is if the redenomination doesn't happen sooner and it gets delayed for some reason, this token, the bot token, has a potential to reach close to $5,000 per token. But if the redenomination does occur, then I believe that the redenomination factor itself would encourage new retail investors to buy this token at a lower price point. Again, this token would at that point be auction, so they'll be buying auction tokens at that price point, and that can potentially push auction tokens to maybe like $15 to $20 per token or something like that. Again, there is a high possibility that this token is going to reach at least the top 150 tokens by ranking, or if in a really ambitious scenario, I would say this token has a potential to even creep through the top 100 ranking, right? So if you look at exchanges, this token is available on Binance, so again, a pretty good liquidity factor for this token. It's also available on Uniswap, although I wouldn't really recommend people unless you have unless you are rich enough to pay high gas fees. I wouldn't really recommend this to a common folk, right? Binance would be a relatively cheaper option. Again, if you are a really big Uniswap fan, if you are a decentralized if you're a person who's focused on decentralized exchanges, Uniswap would be the right place to buy. But for many common folks, you can probably purchase this for a cheaper price, for a cheaper trading fees on Binance, right? And you can also notice that the price in Binance is pretty relatively low compared to the price in Uniswap. So there's obviously an opportunity to do arbitrage trading, although I wouldn't really recommend that for most people. Again, apart from Uniswap, it's not really available in any other big exchanges. Although it is available in three small cap exchanges, I wouldn't really recommend people buying it from these 4, 5, and 6 exchanges, right? But Binance and Uniswap is definitely a really good sign, and I do believe that after the redenomination, many more exchanges will start listing this, which will only drive further adoption, right? Again, if you look at if you look at this maximum supply and the total supply is again, it says that the circulating supply is 22,000 tokens currently, so it's 22% of the total of the max supply. But the total supply currently in existence is 93,000. Again, although there is a potential for inflation, if you look at the max supply, the chances of this getting inflated away is pretty low to minimal, right? And as more people come into this project, they are definitely going to definitely enjoy the max supply being at such lows, and that will be a definite long-term hold for anyone who's willing to invest in this token, right? So would I recommend this token to anyone? Of course I would. This token has several things going for it. Firstly, this token is offering decentralized is a decentralized platform that offers NFT auctions as well as initial token offerings, which is a pretty cool feature for any DeFi project. The second big advantage of this token is that it's available on Binance Smart Chain and on Ethereum. So although Ethereum is currently inaccessible to many retail investors, Binance Smart Chain serves as a really good on-ramp for people who want to invest in this token, which is a big plus in my opinion. Although this token is undergoing redenomination, as of now the max supply is 100,000, and after redenomination I believe that there will only be 2 more zeros added to it, so it will probably be like somewhere in 10 million tokens maximum, which is pretty low still. And as the token gets redenominated, the price of this token would be much more cheaper for many retail investors to buy. So that's obviously going to drive adoption to many retail investors who are waiting to get this token for a cheaper price. And if you see, the fourth biggest advantage of this token is that it's currently ranked at 368th with the market cap of less than $50 million. Again, this token has incredible potential to grow, and it has a long way to go. And I believe that sometime in the distant future, this token has a potential to reach even $1 billion in market cap. Again, for that, you would have to be a long-term hodler, right? You can also see that it has pretty good adoption, and it's slowly starting to be picked up by the cryptocurrency community. It is also available on Binance and on Uniswap, so the liquidity is pretty good, right? I don't see any disadvantages with this token, and I believe that this token is a strong long-term hold. And if I were me, I would definitely invest in this token, both with my fiat as well as with my spare satoshis at this price point, because this is about to moon pretty soon, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please click the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.